All right, we are live. Welcome to the 40th episode of the IoT Happy Hour. You're mute, David, but that's okay if you don't want to talk.
I'm worried. I'm nervous about a barking dog situation that's going to occur. But otherwise, yeah, I mean, if I don't want to talk, I could just sit and watch and learn. We've got a special guest with us today. Mark, you want to introduce our guest?
Of course. So today we are going to learn a lot about a developer from the Balena community, actually, Mithun, who I met when I joined Balena on a Hackster project. I think you are a kind of a Hackster bounty hacker, if I can tell that. And yeah, I had met you in several projects from Helium to Edge Impulse.
Right.
And yeah, and I think it was good to invite you that you can show some projects to the community because I think they are awesome. But first of all, John, how are you today?
Good. Hey, Mark, how's it going? Yeah,
good.
It's like this. I do my Brady Bunch.
Okay. So, Mithun, how are you?
Pretty good. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. Yeah, and it's a pleasure to actually come and show my projects on this happy hour. I'm so excited.
Yeah, it's
That's
great
awesome.
to have you.
Very cool.
I see
Where
that you have a
are you
really
located?
nice-
Where are you located, Mithun? Where are you joining us from today?
I'm in Connecticut.
Connecticut. Okay, East Coast, United States. So 11 a.m. there. Not quite happy hour, but getting there.
Right.
But
Right.
as you know, we obviously have a global audience, so I'm sure it's happy hour for someone. I see AB is in the comments already. He's in Dublin, so it's happy hour for him. That counts.
Yeah, it's 5 o'clock somewhere.
Yeah, absolutely. That's right. Awesome.
So happy hour is always 5 o'clock, or
Yeah, give or take. You know,
12:01.
12:01 p.m. It's happy hour. Awesome.
all right. So today we are going to talk about one of the projects that amazed me more from Mithun. That was a bird feeder that with a camera and a microphone that with Edge Impulse can detect the birds on the nest or eating from the feeder that actually sends you a Telegram message if there is a bird detected on the nest or on the feeder. And yeah, using Balena. So I was pretty excited because I was trying to do something similar, and I was like, wow, that project, it's super amazing. And yeah, and this is one of the reasons why we invite you to show to the community how to make a bird feeder or I don't know how to call it, or a nest or whatever for birds with awesome technology like Edge Impulse, Balena, the Fin, and so on. So looking forward to see what you can show us.
Yeah, I'm going to follow along as well. I would like to build one. I don't know. I don't have a 3D printer, but we'll see if Mark could come up with a design and mail it on over here. I know he's got one. So as you explain
do you have birds in Arizona or just cactus?
No, I'll feed some coyotes or something. No, there's no birds here. What are you talking about? But
maybe javelinas. Or...
Yeah. So no, I'm gonna follow along, take some notes as you go through the project because it's a very cool build. So I'm looking forward to duplicating it here as well.
So maybe just to go in time, let's do the icebreaker, what's on your desk? And then let's get into the Mithun's project. Maybe we have some people chatting. So hey, people on the chat, what's on your desk as well? Please chat about what's on your desk as well.
Yeah, let's get the viewers to chime in as well. And I see a question already coming in from iShotJR. I'm going to get those links in there in just a second. So hold tight.
You want to sing, Mithun, John, David, the What's on Your Desk song?
No, I'm not singing. No way. Get out of here.
Recorded one.
Go with the digital version. No one can do it as good as Chris anyway.
Yeah.
So
the non-Christmas version.
Yeah.
The non-Christmas version?
Yeah.
Okay, let's do it.
What's on your desk?
And to celebrate that, I do have my What's on Your Desk shirt on. So we're good to go.
Awesome. John, you first. What's on your
Okay.
desk?
Well, my uncle was a wild fowl sculptor, so he created just tons of birds in particular, and
Wow.
this was one.
Beautiful.
I think it's a sandpiper, but he did these amazing things. And I actually, when he died, I was fortunate to get a whole bunch of these. This is particularly interesting. And I don't know
Is that Goldfinger? Or?
yeah, if you can quite see, but there are fine etchings, and carvings that show the feathers themselves. If I can
Wow.
figure out my camera. Oops. It's flying away.
Wait a sec. I will zoom you. Sorry. Let's do that.
So, but these, so I have birds, and I would imagine, these are very accurate. I would imagine that they would be detected by some AI. So
I was
let's
just going to
try
say,
it.
I mean, that looks like a bird to me.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to see if this thing can detect it.
they're very lifelike. But I thought, well, this is a perfect opportunity
Yeah.
to show those.
Why not?
Awesome. All right. Mark, you want to go next?
Sure. So I have something new on my desk. So actually, this week I have been on an event, on a full week event, David, this week. I had the luck, no, but it was a virtual one. I went to the Things Conference,
Right.
2021. I have been speaking, showing the basic station LoRaWAN gateway that we built with Rack, with Joseph.
Yep.
But we had another company in the event actually showing the basic station with some amazing hardware that they shipped to me, but I didn't get it before the event. And it's this. I don't know if anyone knows what is this.
I know what that is. Hold on a minute. Let me zoom in on you.
Yeah, let's do this.
All right.
Okay.
Yep. We can see it now. I know what it is, but let's see if the audience can take a couple of guesses. We'll give them a few seconds.
Don't scan the QR code just in case.
Yeah.
And then it comes with this, with a hat.
Yep. All right. No, let me see here. Okay, with AB.
Which blocks is this?
Yeah. Of course he has that as well, sure. Okay, JR, shot JR thinks it's an Intel Wi-Fi board. If he can't place it, no one's going to be able to guess it. You better. Yeah, you better.
Why do I need a Wi-Fi? Wi-Fi for the Pi. LoRa something? Wi-Fi card? No. So this is a cellular modem with no SIM card, like a virtual SIM card that connects with LTM1 or NB-IoT connectivity. And actually, it's included 500 megabytes during 10 years, paying nothing, just paying the hardware. So for applications that you need cellular connectivity, because it's in the middle of nowhere, kind of more low power than usual cellular connectivity, and you don't want to pay like every month like a fee, this is like the future, I guess. And this is made by blues.io. Blues, I judge there. Anyway. So I'm sure that soon we will have someone from Blues here at the IoT Happy Hour showing how to connect this with Balena.
So no SIM card. It's just all
it's a virtual SIM card.
Mm-hmm. eSIM.
eSIM,
That's cool. So great for rough conditions.
What do you mean?
Or dusty conditions where
Dusty or vibration, so they don't fly out.
Yeah, you don't have
They don't get melt. Actually, that was a question on the. So just changing the topic about Blues, but one of the questions during the Gateway session on the Things Conference, there was someone from Middle East, and they wanted to put some LoRaWAN gateways in the desert. And I said, yeah, we tested the balenaFins in the desert. Actually, David, they didn't trust me when I say that the CPU temperature was over 100 degrees Celsius. They say, nah, that's Fahrenheit. But yeah, we have to find a way to prove that.
I have the screenshot of it, 107 degrees Celsius.
But no, the problem is that the concentrator, the maximum temperature that can reach is 50 degrees Celsius. So
50? That's
yeah,
not,
minus 30
What?
is 50.
that's nothing.
Yeah.
That's not going to do, that doesn't do me any good.
We have a question that says 500 megabytes per month. That's over the lifetime.
No, actually it's like 50 per year. So yeah, that's competing with low power wide area network connectivity. So you're competing with Sigfox or LoRaWAN technologies. So with Sigfox, to give you an example, you can send 12 bytes of information on every message. On LoRaWAN, I don't know if it's 2018 or bytes or 24 bytes. So if you need just to send something very tiny, like temperature or humidity, you don't need like a lot of megabytes. Actually, if you were using cellular connectivity to send temperature, for example, the minimum that the telcos were charging people was like 1 kilobyte sometimes. So even you were sending maybe 10 bytes of data, they were charging you 1 kilobyte. So the nice thing of this is that, yeah, it gets into the byte, I guess. Yeah, it's pretty interesting. And it gets, sorry, go ahead.
How much is that?
Not sure. Let's get
Maybe
it.
JR might know. It might be in that. It might be in that link right there. So I dropped into the comments. I shot JR did a write-up on this particular device already, posted to Hackster. I went and grabbed the link and threw it in there so you can have a look there.
Okay. David, what's on your desk? So I don't know if people, we can comment what's on the people's
They
desk,
had all kinds of crazy
the end.
things. They had all kinds of things on their desks. If you want to scroll up and take a look at the comments and call them out real quick.
Maybe we can do it after Mithun's desk. So.
Yeah. I'm going to go super fast because I have a feeling his desk might be full of stuff. So,
oh, nice.
Switch over to Blurry Cam real quick. Patented trademark Blurry Cam. And on my desk this week is the 2 gig version of the Jetson Nano. And we'll do a very, very fast unboxing. Just get that Pi compute module out of the way. And I do have...
Still from last week?
Yeah, still from last week. I do have the 4 gig unit right here. This is the previous, well, I shouldn't say previous model, but the previously released 4 gig unit that we all know. But the 2 gig version, live unboxing, our favorites. Let's see, let's have a look. Okay. Get this opened up. Nice.
It's a real live unboxing. I thought that you were.
Do we charge for this? We
should have like advertisement.
I mean, honestly, yeah.
My bird is watching.
The bird is watching. All right. So here is the. Come on, Blurry Cam. Come on. There we go. So a slightly different set of coastline ports. We can see.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Slight differences here. They've changed from the barrel jack to USB-C. Obviously, we've lost the display port connector. We've lost a USB 3 port. And it's about the same there.
David, does it still have the jumper for the USB-C?
No, honestly, look at that. Now, mine is my 4 gig unit, that's this one, is one of the early revisions with a single, come on, Blurry Cam, get it, single camera port. I think they added a later one that had a second. And here it's a little bit difficult to see, but that jumper on there is what's required for the barrel jack. Now over here on the new 2 gig unit, it is gone. Nope.
Nice.
Goner. All right. That was always a pain point. And anything else?
How much was this?
This was $59
Wow.
US.
Wow.
They include this Wi-Fi dongle as well,
Wow.
which was something that is not included out of
Nice.
the box on the 4 gig. You had to provide your own. Not that they're terribly expensive, but it is nice that it comes with it. So there you go. Get that in properly, and there's your 2 gig Jetson Nano. So, all right.
That's a game
Looking
changer at $60.
Yeah, $60. Not too
Do you
bad.
think what we are going to show today can be done with this Jetson Nano 2 gigs? Or
I don't know. I guess I'm going to have to learn a little bit about the project, which is probably a great segue to Mithun.
Don't desolder anything this week.
Oh no, I'm not taking a soldering iron to that. Let me switch my camera back.
all right.
Okay.
So let's move to Mithun's table.
Yeah.
Well, yeah,
Let me
I
get-
have
Wait a sec.
few things.
Wait a sec.
Switch to.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wow, what's that?
It's Fin 1.1.1, and Mark told me this is much better than 1.1, and actually I'm going to use this one with my bird watcher, and he actually gave me one idea, like put a RPI sensor, like a motion detection, and whenever there is a bird, we turn the module on. Like you cannot do that with the older version like 1.1, and I think this one has that feature. You can actually turn on and turn off and then turn it on based on some motion detection and all those kind of thing. So I'm going to try that out, and by doing that we can really save a lot of power on my device, and maybe we can power it through solar, like we just put a solar panel.
Why
and
not?
need to, yeah, so a lot of possibilities, so I need to try that one.
Let me give some context to
Very
the
cool.
people who's watching the stream. So actually, Mithun was awarded with balenaFin 1.0 during a Hackster challenge with the United Nations, where we were awarding up to 100 developers all around the world with fins to build their project to fight the COVID-19.
Mm-hmm.
So Mithun was one of the awarded developers of the Fin 1.0. And the awesome thing is that he's still using the Fin 1.0 for other projects with Balena. And then when he showed me this project, I said, yeah, maybe we can run it on low power if we use a GPIO, if we use the coprocessor GPIO with a peer sensor and we sleep the compute module. If there are no birds, we don't need to stream images or use the compute module if there are no birds on the nest. But the thing is that he had the 1.0. Actually, the 1.0 I think needed a bus to connect to make that happen. That the coprocessor sleep the compute module.
Right.
So this is why we shipped the newest one. Actually, the 1.1.1 that solved, I think, a heat problem, right, David?
Yeah.
The Fin 1.1 had.
1.1 had a regression that a 1.0 did not. The Fin guys would be able to speak better to it, but it went into a thermal protection on the USB bus above about
70?
85. No, it was hit right
more?
around 85, 86 degrees Celsius. The USB bus would shut down. And Wi-Fi was routed across that USB bus. And so it had problems even after the temperature dropped. If I remember correctly, I'd have to go reread and refresh my memory. But
There
it
is a blog
wouldn't
post actually
reconnect.
on the
Yeah,
blog.
there's a blog post on it. So some work was done, some rerouting was done to fix and clean that up, so that thermal shutdown issue doesn't actually take the device offline and kill it.
One of the things that Mithun was talking about with that coprocessor being able to turn it off and on, you can conserve quite a bit of power and do it programmatically. So I'm anxious to see and hear about. some of your
Yeah.
real life application of that.
Exactly. Actually, on the episode, let me check the episode 31. Go to the 31 if you want to learn how much the balenaFin, what's the power consumption of the balenaFin. So 9 episodes ago, with a multimeter, Alex Buchnala was checking and actually the power consumption of the coprocessor alone was 0.02 milliamps.
How do you remember that?
I mean, you have to remember that.
He's like episode 31,
That's
14
awesome.
minutes in. Be sure to check the minute mark, and you can see the. Oh man!
No. For the 31, I cheat. I check our grid of episodes.
All right. Well, looking at the clock, we had better get underway. Mithun, I know you have a few more things on your desk. If you want to just show them real quick, we can drop the product names in, or have just a moment to chat about them. But we better get going.
Yeah, sure. Quickly, the motherboard is NRF 5340. I just got it from Edge Impulse, but honestly, I have not programmed yet. I don't know how to program it, so I need to learn and see. But this has a lot of promises, lot of things. But yeah, I need to check.
Awesome. You say that's the NRF. Which one? The 5340?
Yeah, 5340.
And it's Wi-Fi or it's
The spec says it has Wi-Fi and Bluetooth.
Yeah, BLE.
Okay.
UAD, yeah, really.
Yeah, Nordic is always a BLE. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. But yeah, as I
Awesome.
said, I have to check.
Awesome. All right. Well, unless there's anything else on that desk that you want to show, I think we better talk about this nest or this bird feeder.
Yeah, sure. I'm excited. So let's okay. Let me show you the device first. So it's a 3D printed enclosure.
I've got the camera full screen on you, so we can see it pretty well now. Yep.
Cool. And let me open it and see what I got under the hood. And I hope I'm not going to break it.
Oh yeah, don't break it. Don't break it.
I need to show the live demo. So here you go. So
Nice.
Yeah, we can see it pretty well. I'd
we
say
can see a
actually
camera
really,
and a
really
hat.
well. Yeah. So there's a camera there. The camera, that's a PyCam 2, or is that the PyCam HQ? Which one is that?
that's PyCam V2.
V2. All right. The ribbon cable is coming into the fin, or is it going into that add-on board? What
No,
hat
it's
is
going. It's going into the fin.
that? Okay.
And the add-on is, let me take that thing out.
Well, yeah. Don't break it. You don't need to take it apart if you don't want to.
I'm better not to do that.
Yeah, that's okay.
So that's basically Ardu Pi hat, which has speaker and microphone. So it's the Pi hat just stack on top of fin.
Okay, and which, say that one more time, which hat is that exactly? Because I'll get a...
It's Raspberry Audio.
Gotcha. Let me find a link to it.
Well, I will put the link of the Hackster report
right,
on
right.
the chat, so everyone
Yep.
can jump into there. And I think there is a link of this hat.
Yep.
Actually, I need to buy that.
I like that this case is white, which means it won't get hot. and
Yeah.
it will be pretty innocuous out there by the bird's feeder.
Yeah. All right.
Won't scare any birds away, hopefully.
Hopefully, yeah.
So actually, this hat has so it's this Pi audio thing. It has 2 microphones or one, and also
has
speakers, or
Yeah, it has the hat has a speaker and microphone. Like it has 2 speakers and 1 microphone.
okay.
Yeah, but I'm not using the speaker. Just using the microphone to actually take the voice input, the charts.
Yeah, maybe we'll give you some ideas later. Yeah.
Yeah. So I hope I stacked it properly. Yeah.
Nice stickers, by the way.
Yeah. Great work with the stickers.
It's nice that you print your own sticker, huh?
Yeah. Yeah.
Birds are going to be attracted to that. AB is correct. Birds are going to come flocking to that thing.
Yeah. So I'll try to do a live demo now, and like live demos are always scary. Like You test
We
it out
know.
morning,
We
everything
we
works.
are very well aware.
Yeah, and when you are going to show it live, like things don't work. So
Well,
yeah, I'll
well,
try.
here's another question. It's clearly right there on your desk. Do you have a bunch of birds flying around in your office? I mean,
Hmm,
Look
good
what's on his desk.
not. It's freezing outside, so no birds, and it's very windy. But I have a lot of posters, like uh, so
oh man.
I can actually try to simulate the situation.
Wait, I just saw a yellow one. Let me see that yellow one more time. It
Oh,
looks exactly like, oh, that looks
goldfish.
like
Like
John's.
John's.
Yeah, exactly. Like
Show John.
Oh boy. We're
Yes.
gonna
This is a
try this.
Goldfinger. What's that?
it's goldfinch.
A Goldfinger.
Goldfinch, not gold.
A Goldfinger. That was a James Bond movie, if I recall.
Looks very,
Oh,
looks very much the same.
yeah, we're gonna do a test. Absolutely.
Yeah.
We're gonna see if it can.
Maybe let's explain the workflow of the
Okay.
application.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, it's maybe share your screen if you want, and we can explain
Yeah.
the workflow of the application.
Yeah, let's.
And I should say that Nathun and I are both in the East Coast, so the birds that he showed are very common around here.
All
Particularly,
right. Yeah,
blue
Matthew,
jays.
let's walk through this thing. Give him a moment to get his screen share going.
And pray for God. Yeah,
And
those
say your
demons.
prayers. Everybody say your prayers.
Okay, let me share your screen. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. And I'm going to grab that same URL here. Here we go. It's already in the chat above. That's right. Mark, you already dropped it in. All right, Mithun, take us through it.
Cool. Yeah, if you go to the hackstart.io, I tried to make it like very clear, like all different components I have used, and definitely the major parts are basically the Pi camera, balenaFin, and from software, it's Balena Cloud and Edge Impulse. So all the TinyML stuff was done through Edge Impulse Studio. So basically, I'm running two different inference engines, one for the images and another for the audio. And let me quickly show you my Melina project. So if you actually check out the repo and try to build it, you'll see three different services. Uh, so the camera, face, and tweet. So camera is just it's capturing the live stream and sending to the face application over WebSockets, and then tweet is basically continuously capturing the voice and classifying, and if there is any detection found, then it will actually send the alert to your Telegram app. Same thing is done for the images as well. And then let me go to 18 pulse. So if you guys are not familiar with Edge Impulse, our audience, so Edge Impulse is basically entirely web-based product where you can actually create your tiny ML model to like couple of clicks, and then you can actually download your TinyML model and run on your edge devices. So what I did here is basically, let me show you the image one. So I have two different projects, Birdwatcher image and Birdwatcher sound. And by the way, I made both the projects public because like when I was doing it in hurry. So I just classified only 4 to 5 birds with limited number of images. And to make this model work better, you need lot of different images so that your classifier can predict better. So I would encourage everyone to take a look at the project and add your own data and try to make it better so that everyone else can get benefit out of it.
That's a really interesting feature, no? That you can publish your own model on Edge Impulse, and so people can fork it, right, and improve the models. That's really cool.
So
Yeah.
you created your own model, Mithun? Is that?
Yeah, I created my own model. I basically took a lot of pictures, but those pictures are not from live birds. Basically, I googled it and downloaded a lot of pictures and then added those. So let me show you quickly. Like this is a data acquisition tab where you can actually download. You can actually upload all different images. So let me show you some goldfinch cardinal. What I did.
That's cool.
So you see, like these are the downloaded pictures I uploaded. Um, you can upload your live pictures. Like if you are like wildlife photographer, a lot of people are. You can actually try to upload your own pictures. But thing is that like more variety you have, your prediction will be better, right? So as I said, like I encourage everyone to actually take a look at this project and try to add more images and make this model better. Same goes for the voice classification as well. Like I basically took a lot of bird chirps, mainly from YouTube because this is winter. I hardly see any birds now. So same thing I have done. I took different audio from YouTube and I classified them. But again, you add your own stuff, add more levels. You can see like I have only 4 birds. You add more stuff, and then this model will be like really good.
Yeah.
So, and this is about the age impulse. And one thing we have I have done in this project that you don't have actually have to copy your swarm file. So, what is swarm file basically? Let me quickly go to that. So, there is a deployment section. If you click on that, you can actually deploy your model in different format. So, for example, if you want to run on Arduino BLE Nano, you can actually click on that, build your project, and you can actually get the SDK right away. You just
Wow.
import in your Arduino IDE and start using it. And Aging Pulse is actively working on these things. They are adding more and more boards, and so that you get support out of the box. But if you want to run it on like browser or Node.js application, like in case of mine, I'm actually running Node.js application. So what I did, I basically created the WebAssembly. So it actually generates a JS file and a Swarm file, and you can actually copy that to your project and then write a Node.js code and then run the inference engine. And one thing I did, which is again like the concept was taken from one of the balena projects, which is basically I'm using the API of Edge Impulse. So you don't actually need to copy the JS file and Swarm file. All you need to do is basically give the project ID and API key, and your balena script will actually download for you. So for example, this one. So
That's
this is just
awesome.
the API. Yeah, you just put that API key and project ID in your Balena app as a like a environment variable, service variable, right? And then it will automatically download for you. So
Nice.
yeah, so you don't have to just copy and paste all the time. And another cool thing is basically you can update your model on the air, right? So you just change anything on the Aging per Studio and then just restart your Balena on device, Balena application, and it will pick the latest model and it will start running the latest model. So you don't have to actually copy and then build it and do all those sort of things.
Nice. So it's pulling all that information remotely. So you never really have to. You're not pushing new code to your device. You're any tweaks you're making to the model, you're doing in the model itself through Edge Impulse. That's
Yeah,
awesome.
yeah.
Yay, API.
And then I basically started this, and let me try to show some live action. I hope I won't
Yeah.
enroll myself.
And I'm taking a look real quick. I couldn't remember my login credentials at Edge Impulse, so I just had to create a new account. But now let me see if I can find your project. If it's public.
And this is running on Wi-Fi, Mithun?
Yeah, this is running on Wi-Fi. Yeah, absolutely. So
And it's based on the balenaCam project, right?
what is that?
It's based on the balenaCam project, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Cool.
absolutely.
Yeah, that's a beautiful website as well.
Yeah, mostly copy paste, right? The look and feel. I probably added this the footer and changed the header, I guess. But this piece is basically taken from balenaCam. Yeah.
Awesome.
So underneath you see the same code. It's actually using a WebSocket. So using OpenCV, it's taking the picture and then sending to other container over WebSocket. And that container is actually running the inference engine and classifying the images. So let me try to classify some of the images. So this is
This is the classical nest.
Awesome.
so it's cardinal blue jay coming up.
How long does it typically take to identify? You know, like birds can be pretty skittish at the feeder. You know, are you counting on them being there for 2 or 3 seconds?
Yeah, I'm basically sending the image every second. Just giving a little time to the inference engine so that it can finish before it gets the next image. So yeah, but we can fine tune that probably. But currently it's 1 second.
That should be enough, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you expect the birds to stay at least for a while, right? And yeah, you have to supply good food for sure. And yeah, so blue jay. Okay, goldfinch, favorite.
All right, let's get that goldfinch in there.
Okay.
Yeah, now you need to put the, yeah.
All right, now how are we gonna do? Okay, hold on a minute. Let's see here. How are we
Yeah,
gonna do
second.
this? So if we put the camera full size on John,
Yeah, put the
then
camera on your screen.
you
Let's test,
Mithun grabs yeah, John, get out of the way. Hold on, can we make it even larger? Let me zoom in on John.
I don't know, but Mithun is getting it. I'm watching the screen of Mithun.
Oh,
no,
yeah,
put
yeah.
it in.
Yeah. Hold on a minute. We got to bring the screen
The other way
share
around.
back.
I'm having problems
Oh
working
no!
upside down.
Oh no!
Oh,
Oh no! Back to the camera. Oh, what have we done here?
what did you do?
I don't know. Mark, take over. I don't know what I just did.
Yeah, this is Mithun's camera. So Mithun, yeah.
All good.
Did you detect? did you see
Did it
anything?
detect?
Oh, you want to try again?
Try
Okay,
again.
let's pray to the gods of the birds.
I'm trying to get
Bird
myself
god.
out of the way. It's very bright on there.
Yeah.
That demo, yeah, that's
Can we
too
make-
much. I mean, we are
Hold on a minute.
streaming on a streaming over the streaming over
Hold
the
on.
streaming.
I want to see.
I'm trying to get out of the way.
Stay still. Keep it still.
I wouldn't be a good bird.
And the other way around.
Get it closer. Get it closer.
Yeah, like this. Yeah,
Yeah.
this one. Yeah,
Oh, it's definitely going to get that.
looks like real. Well, if it's in the model, yes. But probably in the model there is no bird with John behind.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably.
Now it's
Yeah.
when it says blue jay. or cardinal.
Yeah.
It says chickadee.
Chickadee. All right, bring
And
it back now. Bring back his
It could be a chickadee.
a chickadee.
No, leave it like that. Sorry, Mithun.
Yeah,
'Cause
bring
I
it
don't-
back on the.
Yeah, go back to your here.
Yeah.
It could very well be a chickadee.
A
Yeah,
chickadee.
Yeah.
now we
Well-
also see the edges of the artificial intelligence, right? That the cardinal,
Yeah.
it's a browser picture.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna Google chickadee.
Yeah, what does a chickadee look like? Maybe that's actually correct.
It very well could be. Yeah.
Can you Google for that, Mithun, on your screen? It's
yeah.
Which one?
chickadee. Can you Google for
Chickadee.
chickadee?
The chickadee is not yellow, but
Yeah, chickadee. I think that's the goldfinch, so it's classified brown.
yeah.
Chickadee
Okay.
is different. Like it's not
But
like
you can-
a puppy looking. It's
You could see where I held it up. The chickadee, my bird looks like its body is white with other, and that's what a chickadee looks like. So, based on the crappy image you're able to pull off,
It actually
a white version of the goldfinch looks like a chickadee. Basically. So I'm not ready to chalk that up as a fail.
okay.
Yeah, JR says it's just still a bird.
It's a bird. Yeah. Oh man, I can't believe that. All right, you want to?
So actually, there was like another part that it's a Telegram agent. I don't know if in the latest version you're as well playing with a Telegram. Do you have Telegram in the US? Do you use Telegram?
We don't use it. I mean, it is here, but I don't know anyone using it.
Telegram has something for me that it's really interesting. It's the bots. So it's very easy to program a bot on Telegram. And the nice thing is that you can get an alert on your telephone with a bot on Telegram.
Do you need an app? You have to have a Telegram app
course.
for it.
You need-
I'm not doing that. I already have an app. It's called text messaging.
So Mithun, when it does recognize something and classifies it, what happens then?
So once we classify that, I'm basically sending a message to the Telegram app. So you see on the screen, so this is basically my Telegram app running on my computer,
Oh,
and it actually sends that picture, and also it says like which bar it was. So you can see some incorrect result here, but like machine learning, you just need to train more and more to make it accurate. But yeah, you'll get all the feeds right on your mobile app. And
is it also capturing data so that if you wanted to do things over time, you could say, I want to look at the database for when blue jays appeared and track some of that? Is there data being stored, or is it?
no, I don't have any database at this moment for this one. So all these things you are seeing is basically just stored in the folder, one of the folder. So all the images it actually classifies, it actually stores in one of the data folder, and then I'm running API which actually iterates over all the images in that particular directory and lists it over here. So you have a lot of birds visiting, then you'll see all those on here, and then so that's all I have right now, but no database yet. But
That's
it
great.
will be nice to add a database and see the times and all those things.
Yeah, PR's welcome. No?
Influx, Grafana all the things.
Right.
Because then you could predict when they were going to be there, and you could go hang out.
Yeah,
That's a good idea, yeah.
cool idea.
Yeah, time series that.
And the tweet part works because I only actually I test this with Google Images as well, and then it worked very well. But I couldn't test the microphone. Does it work? Did you?
It works with some glitches. Let me try that. So what I'm going
Okay.
to do is basically I'm going to clear this, and I'm going to basically play some sounds from YouTube and see what happens.
All right, everybody be quiet.
Yeah.
Yeah, I shot JR silence. space invaders, maybe.
No.
And can you check the logs of on Balena? What's going on the container?
Yeah. Let's see what's going on.
Ah, cool. So it's listening, right?
Yeah.
So it says that in 64% it's a blue jay, right?
Yeah, 64% blue jay, which is not good.
But yeah. But yeah, it's interesting that it's listening as well.
So is it waiting for a certain threshold to notify you? Like,
No, let me
Yeah,
start
if
the
it's
container.
64%, it's not sending it. Maybe it needs to, reach like 85, 90% or.
Yeah, it's 80%. That's basically configurable. So what I did here, if you look at the code, yeah, that's the tweet, and I'm basically expecting a confidence level, and which is again coming from the environment variable. Right now, I have set it as 80%, I guess. Let me. Yeah, threshold is 90%, so it's very aggressive.
which is
Nice.
appropriate. Like you don't want to be alerted every time there were
Exactly.
screams in the neighborhood.
So now it's actually detecting. Let's see. Yeah.
With 98. Ah, cool. And it records it and you can listen it. Ah, cool.
And let me try something else.
Yeah, something beautiful. That doesn't say burrito.
Oh, what you got there?
Linda, what did we get?
What's in
Oh my
there?
god.
Oh god.
Oh my god. It's a YouTube advertising.
Oh, she got a
inside
package. Good for her.
Oh my god. Goldfinch.
The blue jay.
Blue jay, yes. No, got it.
There it is.
Awesome.
Wow. Now I know what that sound is in my yard.
Yeah, I was just going to say.
There was one thing I thought was a bird sound. It turns out it was a squirrel chattering.
And you
So it's a
can
blue
detect
jay.
it from the web.
Wow.
And the good thing is that as you are seeing on the website and the app, you can actually download that and then read and like sometimes like it misclassifies things, so you can just download and go back to your Edge Impulse Studio, upload this new audio, and then rerun your model.
That's a very good idea. So actually, you can take the pictures from the John's bird actually, and go to Edge Impulse to retrain the model, right?
Yeah, exactly.
So
That's
if this is
awesome. That's a
running
very good idea.
out in your yard, you'll be getting sound and photo files simultaneously. Right?
On
Exactly.
Telegram, right? The sound also, you got it on Telegram?
Yeah, you also get sound on Telegram. For now I just commented that part, but
Okay.
yeah, if you just uncomment that, you'll get feed as well.
Yeah,
That's fantastic. Woohoo!
That's really awesome, actually.
totally awesome.
Actually, there was a, so let me tell you one story. So actually there is a project in Spain for all the schools. Wait a sec, let me do this. Let me do one thing that I have been fighting during all the hour. So actually there is a project in Spain to put like nests of birds into the Spanish schools, like schools volunteering. So what they are doing, it's like 3D printing a bird nest and just introducing like a LoRaWAN node to send temperature and humidity. And I was like, what the hell? But why do they do this? So they are only gonna get temperature and humidity inside a bird nest. It makes nonsense for me. So this is when also your project appear. So I'm now pushing that community to say, okay, if you want to put that LoRaWAN node on the bird nest, that's okay, but let's put a camera and a microphone. So the teachers in the school real time, they can get the pictures and the sounds of the birds like in real time from the nests on the terrace or whatever of the
Great idea.
of the. And actually, they so one of the requirements of the project was that there was LoRa connectivity in the school. So I said, yeah, if we put these, it's not only that the school will, so we can put a container of LoRa, like a LoRaWAN gateway inside the Pi or the Fin or whatever.
Yeah.
So we can have like a camera, a microphone, a LoRaWAN gateway. And so it's not just temperature and humidity, but it's also like vision, these artificial intelligence to explain to the children how does it work, how they will suffer in the future, in the near future about these technologies, but as well creating connectivity, to the neighborhood.
Creating hotspot. Yeah.
So actually, that's So actually, during the Things conference, when I was explaining how to build a LoRaWAN gateway, I challenged all the people from the conference to introduce your project actually into the LoRaWAN gateways. But some people were complaining that introducing a LoRaWAN gateway in a tree, it's a bad idea for antenna efficiency. That's just to let you know. Don't do it. Don't put a LoRaWAN gateway on a tree.
Just put it at the top of the tree.
Yeah.
But then, talking about the LoRaWAN gateways, maybe we can mention for a bit one of the projects that we also have been working together, Mithun, about LoRa.
Right. Yeah. So the first project, which not first, basically it was built for Helium, right? So let me show you quickly what I had.
What's that? Yeah.
Hang on. Switch the camera over.
How do you? Yeah.
All right, there we go. Yeah, what is that one now?
One sec. Yeah. So this is basically a DOII version of Helium hotspot, and it's built on Raspberry Pi 4 and with a 2445 hat and the GPS module. And what I have done here is basically, let me show you on the GitHub.
Okay, hang on, and we'll bring your camera back. Oh, there's John.
Yeah, LoRa time. Always LoRa time.
Yep. And grab that URL.
Yeah, so actually, I knew Mithun as well for this project. That one of the difference of this project, it has an extra container that maybe you can explain as well. Mithun.
Yeah. So so this is basically again built on Balena. It has, as I said, I'm basically running Raspberry Pi 4 and the rack hat, and it's actually running both miner and the gateway, like packet forwarder on the same machine. And as a result of that, you get the hotspot, and actually it's running right now. I can show you quickly here from Balena applications and Helium DIY hotspot. So it's running here. I hope it's actually getting the package and forwarding the package. And as a proof, like I basically shut it down for a while because I have another hotspot from Helium itself. So I'm basically running that. What I found, like if you run two different hotspots in the same room or like within like a 10-50 meters, then it creates a lot of conflict. So I don't run my hotspot anymore. But
As you have an official one.
yeah, I have the official one.
Okay.
It still runs. I basically started 3 days back. It's still syncing, and I can see that on my Helium app. Like, yeah, it's still running. It's
Cool.
showing the location and all those things.
So actually, we have a user. We have IoT who is using your do-it-yourself of Helium. You have a Helium as well, hotspot, IoT.
Yeah.
The official one or the iShot JR is yours the official one, or are you using this one here, the homemade one?
Now we will need to
Yeah,
wait
give 'em a
for
moment.
the
Yeah.
for the delay.
Yeah, it's all right. It's 12-second delay.
So maybe it's a good idea as well to introduce. Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
Are you into the alpha program? And maybe we can introduce that into the that container of the Helium into the smart bird watcher as well. So we can have all together like mining and
Yeah.
So that's the 2245. I'm looking on Amazon. It's out of stock. So in the repo, there's a link to Amazon to the 2245. Is that the previous model? Are they phasing that one out now? Just says currently unavailable. Here, I can show
yeah.
But also, like I have heard from some other developers, like 2045, it's heating up a lot. Like it's very hot, like really, really hot. And I think there is another one, 2287 or something. I don't remember the exact
Yeah.
number, but that's the
Exactly.
better. And then there was another guy who actually trying to work on the same repo. And initially he found some issues, and I think finally he figured it out, like how to actually get this repo working with 87. But I don't know like what exactly he changed.
Yeah. So actually, if you check here next to the Pi Hat, there is the XSX1301. So the 2287, it's the newest version. It's of Semtech. It's a 1302. So you need to change like some libraries.
Some frequency in a global config file. That's what we were talking about.
What are these, brake pads?
No, put the rack 22.
Brake pads? That's not what I'm looking for.
No, rack 2287. Oh, come on, you don't need to copy that.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I think that's not
Come on, Amazon. Come on. What is happening here? Forget it. Get out of here.
Just Google that.
Yeah.
But that's the newest concentrator that it's more low power. Yeah. But yeah, I'm sure that we can do another episode about the Helium for sure in the near future. What else?
Yeah.
I think we
Get Jose
did-
back on here. It's been a while since he's been on. He's overdue.
Exactly. We need to see what is his next smart thing on his table.
Yeah, I know. I saw him tweeting about something, some more Laura in space. So it's probably about time to get him back in here. But all right.
Right. So we did a lot of things. I don't know if John, you want to wrap up today
Well,
the episode?
Mithun has been our developer guest today, and we're excited to have him show off his bird watching. It's really bird watching and listening, right?
Yeah.
Tool, which is available in Balena Hub, which is hub.balena.io, and just as importantly, available to be deployed with Balena, which is essentially a one-click deployment. Mithun used a balenaFin, which is a Raspberry Pi 3 carrier board. So I presume that this would also work on a Raspberry Pi 3 and he used the Raspberry Pi camera mode as opposed to something else like a USB camera, and built his own models for sound and image recognition of various Northeast American birds. And the whole thing is wrapped up nicely in a case that he made, which is great. Great to see start to finish. Taking relatively straightforward technology here to do something that's pretty interesting. Projecting. Once the thing actually does its thing, and sends it to telegraph, so you could be sitting in your living room or your basement or even miles and miles away, be notified when something's at your bird feeder, or wherever else you're pointing your device, which is really incredible. And it's just one example, right? Like you could do a scroll watcher or a javelina watcher for David, which probably could save your life, David. If you, had if you converted this to a javelina watcher.
Yeah.
So people don't realize it, but when Mithun will release the version 2 of the smartwatch, the bird watcher, with the PER sensor and the Fin 1.1.1 that sleeves the compute module and goes with solar power, then David will be ready to go to a cactus and put his Fin with solar panels and to watch whatever animals are in Arizona.
Yeah. And we have AB asking, do we need an episode devoted to introductory 3D printing? How to make these case models? Yeah, I don't know.
How you did that?
Yeah, Mithun, how did you... I mean, it's a good talking point. I'm looking at the clock. I know we're a few minutes over, so we'll wrap up soon. But what is it... Just how hard is it to come up with something like that? I mean, that's really cool. You literally created that out of thin air. What does the process for that look like?
Okay, so for that, you first need to design that. You can choose any software. There are some free version, like free software, some paid, and obviously I went with the free one. Normally I use Tinkercad, so that's very easy to use, but it's not very advanced software. I would say it's more like a kids or student, like a fifth grader, sixth grader. They start with Tinkercad to start learning about 3D design. So I still use that. It's free and at least does the basic job. So I use that on Tinkercad. I create the model and then finally export that model as STL file and then finally 3D print that.
Maybe we will need to celebrate an IoT happy hour about how to design a cool case for your Fin or Pi or whatever.
Yeah, the printing,
With
I mean,
Tinkercad,
okay, I guess we understand the printing side of it, but the designing side,
designing a port for the camera or the speaker or even a hat that sticks up and all that.
Well, sounds like another future episode right there.
Exactly. Let's put it on the queue.
Yeah.
All right. I think that's all, right? I don't know. Questions. We didn't ask for questions.
No, we sure didn't.
I
Anybody have
missed the
questions?
chat
Yeah.
today.
Well, we were all so enthralled by the chickadee. The chickadee detector.
No questions.
Anything? Well, we got to wait 12 seconds for any questions to come in. Here comes the chickadee. But yeah, you know, while we wait and see if any questions come in, obviously follow Mithun on Twitter at tweetMithunD. And you can see right there the link to the Hackster projects that he's got as well.
And thank you very much for all your projects. I'm looking forward to keep using your projects and making more exciting stuff.
Yep,
together.
Absolutely.
Yeah, excellent job.
All right.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. Have a good weekend.
All right.
Happy
Thanks.
hour.
See ya. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.